Moving on to the semifinals from heat number 4. Congratulations, Regan Parr, ring number 5, representing Hastings. Ring number 132, Tate Stillman Loist from Peterborough. And ring number 273, Kate Leppington from Bruce. Regan, you'll come back in semifinal heat number 2, Tate heat number 3, and Kate heat number 1. Moving on to the semifinals from Junior Showmanship Heat number 5. Ring number 24, Summer McKay from Gray. Ring number 240, Nolan Chalmers, North Simcoe. Ring number 280, Brett Tupling, Gray. And ring number 294, Bailey Clydesdale from Peterborough. Summer, you'll return in semifinal heat number 2, Nolan in number 3, Brett number 1, and Bailey number 3. In the South Ring, we've begun with class number 1 for the Simmental Bright Lights Futurity Show. Your judge today is John Dolliver. John originates from the Annapolis Valley in Nova Scotia. 10 years of 4-H provided a foundation for his passion for raising steers and judging cattle. As a teenager, the show circuit called his name, and Dolliver traveled across Canada and the United States working for breeders and fitting companies at noteworthy exhibitions before bringing his own cattle to these shows. In 2007, John, his wife Tammy, and their children Catherine and Chase headed across the country with 2 truckloads of cattle to their new home in Stettler, Alberta. Now the Dollivers' next step has taken them further west, away from the prairies, and into British Columbia. The experience of raising cattle in different regions of Canada has broadened Dolliver's knowledge of beef production and provided him with an interesting perspective as a cattleman. Welcome, Mr. Dolliver. Returning for the semifinals from heat number 6, ring number 82, Shannon Gibson from Lenox and Addington. Ring number 275, Trevor Tupling from Gray. Shannon, you'll return in semifinal heat number 1. Trevor, heat number 2.
You have a mic, Judge? One more round and so it'll be. Yep. Okay.
Okay, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. Really enjoying this weather that's here compared to the west. It's much milder. I'd like to thank the Ontario Simmental Association for asking me to judge this. It was going to be kind of a fun project. Starting off this, the female division of the futurity. I really like this heifer calf that starts the class. She's fresh and eye-catching. She has great neck extension. You get behind her, she has a really nice wide base width, and you see him right through to the front. Lots of chest floor and lots of power. I see a lot of future in this heifer calf. Into the second place, very smooth, very complete, kind of a total package female. A little further along in her feed and time and age, and just giving up that little extra look, that little extra edge of the heifer above her. I think that first place heifer is going to be a tremendous yearling as she develops and comes into herself. Into the third place heifer calf, real broody, smooth made. I think she's going to make a whale of a brood cow, just in her type and her design. I'd like to sound her up a little bit in the hind wheels for today to go any further, but very complete individual with a lot of future. Down into the next black heifer, really long-sided, long-necked, a lot of good to her. So she looks awesome on the profile. Just when she's moving, she gives up a little bit to the ones above her today. The red heifer, very nice, very complete. Again, very long-sided heifer. Beautiful head and skull on her, big ears. So it's little traits that I like. She's going to make a really nice brood cow as well. And then bringing up the end of the class here, like the quality and the depth of quality in this class is very strong. This is a very attractive, very well-designed calf.
As we do three placing, so number 6.
In junior showmanship, heat number 7, returning for the semifinals. Ring number 22, Sarah Baker from Gray. Ring number 135, Danica Davis from Peterborough. Ring number 291, Abby Murray from Dufferin. And ring number 318, Hannah Hayes from Lennox and Addington. Sarah, you'll return in semifinal heat number 3. Danica in heat number 1. Abby, semifinal heat number 2. And Hannah, heat number 3. In our Simmental Futurity, congratulations goes to the first place heifer receiving the champion female banner From Black River Farms, Dan and Margaret Monroe from Sutton, Ontario, goes to Indian River Cattle Company with IRCC Eclair 742E. And in second place, and receiving the Reserve Champion banner provided by Simgen Land and Cattle Company, Jarvis, Ontario, is Jerry Barber with Barley Honey Bear 1E. And in third place, Academy Hill Edna 3E from Academy Hill Livestock. Now in the ring is the class of bulls. Semex is the fastest growing genetic company in the world, leading in all areas of dairy, beef, and embryos. Together with its owners, WestGen, EastGen, and CIAQ, Semex is the proud supporter of the Royal and looks forward to welcoming guests from all over the world to see the best compete on Canada's most prestigious national stage, the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair.
Okay, here with the bull calf maturity, just a pair of bulls, but a good pair of bulls. They're a little different in their types and designs, but exceptional set of bulls. Leading with the black guy here, he's just a big powerhouse. You get behind him, he has so much width and muscle and lower quarter to him. You get him on a profile, he still has a nice look and get his head up and very attractive even for his development and masculinity at this stage already. Then you get into the red calf, he's just a little more refined, but so smooth, so complete, a real total package. Almost looks like a heifer breeding type of bull, but definitely very good in his own right.
From junior showmanship heat number 8, we welcome back to the semifinals ring number 41, Carson Blinkiron from Wellington. Ring number 57, Paige Grant from Gray. And ring number 125, Joe Davis from Peterborough. Carson, you'll return for semifinal heat number 1, Paige heat number 3, and Joe heat number 2.
Sorry, announce. So did you want her announce? It's only place. Yeah, that's what she did. So does the judge sign her?
In the Simmental Bright Lights Futurity Bull class, first place goes to Donovan Dale Bailout. He will receive the champion banner sponsored by Gen X Cooperative. And in second place, JSTR DF Chick Magnet 706E receives the reserve champion bull banner from the Ottawa Valley Simmental Club. Returning for the semifinals is ring number 23, Maddie Bott from Wellington. Ring number 111, Caden Martin from Gray. And ring number 194, Henry Walsh from Northumberland. Maddie, you will compete in semifinal heat number 2. Caden, heat number 1, and Henry, heat number 3. From our final heat of junior showmanship, returning to the semifinals is ring number 110, Austin Bryn from Chatham, Kent. Ring number 154, Zach Bott from Wellington. Ring number 159, Emma Filion from Frontenac. And ring number 289, Maggie Murray from Dufferin. Austin, you'll return for heat 1. Zach, heat number 3. Emma, heat number 2. And Maggie, heat number 3. Now entering the ring is our first heat of semifinals for the junior showmanship. have one.
Okay. Can we just speak for a few minutes or no?
Are you sure? All right. Okay. On? All right. Welcome, everyone, to the 2017 Queen's Guineas Show. On behalf of the Royal, I'd like to thank you all for coming, as well as our 2017 participants who have stuck with us to the end and are showing today. And as well, thank the members of our dedicated committee for helping to put this on and the sale that's coming tonight. We encourage you all to attend at 7:30 tonight. The sale will be at 7:30 in the Ring of Excellence, and support the kids participating today. And with that, I'll pass it over to Len.
Thanks, Rebecca. I'd just like to welcome everyone to our Queen's Guineas show. All the exhibitors and parents, we appreciate all your effort and help during the last couple days. We'll have a great show. Our judge today is Mr. John Dolliver. And with that, we'll commence our show. Thank you.
And back over in the North Ring, congratulations to those from semifinal Heat 1 moving on to the finals. Ring number 273, Kate Leppington from Bruce. Ring number 111, Caden Martin from Gray. And ring number 110, Austin Barn from Chatham, Kent. We are pleased to welcome Judge John Dolliver for the Queen's Guineas competition. John originated from the Annapolis Valley in Nova Scotia. 10 years of 4-H provided a foundation for his passion for raising steers and judging cattle. As a teenager, the show circuit called his name, and Dolliver traveled across Canada and the United States working for breeders and fitting companies at noteworthy exhibitions before bringing his own cattle to these shows. In 2007, he and his wife Tammy and their children Catherine and Chase headed across the country with 2 loads of cattle to their new home in Stettler, Alberta. Now the Dollivers' next step has taken them further west away from the prairies and into British Columbia. This experience of raising cattle in different regions of Canada has broadened Dolliver's knowledge of beef production and provided him with an intense perspective as a cattleman. Welcome, Judge Dolliver.
be rough on the first class, but by the sixth class, we'll have it down. I'm gonna say someone knows. Yes, that will be shared amongst. Okay, great. Murray is currently.
I don't know. Let me get off of it. We only have 4 users.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That's like, okay, let's use it.
What? Oh my. I told Gabe. It's like,
From semifinal heat number 2 and returning for the finals, ring number 238, Katie Cox from Renfrew. Ring number 221, Owen Dudgeon from Bruce. And ring number 291, Abby Murray from Dufferin.
sponsors, Semex and Artisan Farms. We're going to actually have the kids come up. We'll have Sylvia there handing out ribbons and Jack from BFO. That might be a good time to introduce. But just tell the kids. We'll have them, come accept their ribbon, or as he's talking to them, and hopefully that will get them. It's not so awkward. Yeah.
Okay.
And I may just have the ringman people.
Because there's only one mic, so if John's talking, I won't be able
Right,
to
fair
talk.
enough. Okay, I'll just have them.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Queen's Guineas. I'm very pleased and honored to be asked by the Queen's Guineas Committee to come and do this show. It's a very prestigious show to me, one of the best in the country, and it's truly an honor. And starting off with this class, it's going to be a fun day. I really enjoy the market animal side of things. I've raised steers ever since I started 4-H, and it's been a passion of mine. Starting this market heifer class, I really like this red heifer here. She's extremely attractive, just really cool made. You get behind her, she has that extra dimension and base width, carries it right up through her front and the big chest floor, and a very attractive package. And a pretty close second placing here. This is a big power heifer. She's got more weight in her, maybe a little further along, but just super attractive. You see that the neck extension and the presence of her. She really hits you as she comes out here. Again, with a lot of power and base width. Into the third place heifer. She's a long-bodied, big-topped heifer. Going to be hang up a really beautiful carcass. She's just giving up that moderate and cool look of the top two above her. Into the next heifer, she's going to be probably hang up one of the better carcasses. Very smooth, very complete made heifer, not overpowering in any way. Probably one of the more sounder heifers in the class. Then you come into the big power red heifer. Just there's a lot of meat and a lot of good in this market heifer that's going to grade exceptionally well. Just a little further along in her condition and compared to the ones above her. And then bringing up the tail of the class, a really cool maid heifer. She just needs a little more time, but I commented to the young lady, I love the big ears on this heifer calf. She's pretty neat.
In the first class of the Queen's Guineas competition, first place goes to Regan Sawyer from Park Hill, Ontario. Second place goes to Jarrett Scott from Drumbo, Ontario. In third place, Brady McGilvery from Paisley, Ontario. In fourth place, Peyton Scott, also from Drumbo, Ontario. In fifth place, Jackson Corner from Caledonia, Ontario. And in sixth place, Margaret Brooks from Paris, Ontario. Returning for the showmanship competition will be Jarrett Scott. The National Junior Beef Heifer Show would like to take a moment to thank their sponsors. The major sponsor of the 30th annual show, Masterfeeds. Also Semex and its partners, WestGen, EastGen, and CIAQ. Beef Farmers of Ontario, Dominion Regalia, Green Tractors, the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair, the Watson family, Designed Stitches Custom Embroidery, the Wellington Advertiser, Top Stock Magazine. Thank you for your generous sponsorship.
So as long as somebody gives me the results, then I can put them in.
I'm a teacher. Technically today I have a doctor's appointment, so I have a supply for my class. So I teach in Beachburg outside of, in between Renfrew, outside of Renfrew on Ottawa. So I got it all organized.
My husband's a preacher.
Oh really?
Yeah. And Brooklyn right now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah, I booked the corner.
yeah. So yeah. Don't worry, I got your organization done.
Thank you.
From the final, semi-final heat in junior showmanship and returning for the finals, ring number 316, Madison Ether from Perth. Ring number 116, Olivia Dempsey from Quebec. And ring number 289, Maggie Murray from Dufferin. The organizing committee for the Queen's Guineas competition is very grateful to have with us today Jack Schaaf. Jack is from the Beef Farmers of Ontario, and he is presenting each of the exhibitors in the Queen's Guineas competition a monetary prize. Also, thank you to the sponsors, Artesian Farms Direct Limited, Len and Heather Dobbin. Now entering the North Ring is the finals for junior showmanship in the National Junior Beef Heifer Show 30th Annual Show.
Okay, moving into the next class here of steers. This is the colored class. Well, there's a different variety of shapes and designs here. I don't know. I like attractive right from the start to the back. This steer that leads the class, he's very attractive from the front. Nice head, skull pattern on him. He looks youthful. He's sound. He can get out and move. Very smooth in his makeup. Yeah, you like to clean up his belly line, but that gets cleaned up when he's hanging. You'll never even see that. So a very nice, complete package. Into the smoky steer next. He looks awesome when he's profiled and standing still. He just gives it up when he gets moving. I know there's some give and take here, but he's extremely well finished. I like how he's so firm in his finish, and a lot of meat packed in this little package. Yeah, I'd like to get him striding out here a little better today to go further, but very good in his own right. Into the next steer, the red steer. Here's a steer that can get out and move, and a lot of length. There's a lot of loin. There's a lot of good cuts in this steer, but that's where you get into the prettiness from front to back. I like to change his head and skull. He's fairly well along this stage, but a tremendous carcass in this red steer. Same with this black steer that follows along. Very similar in design, very long-sided, very long-spined, a lot of meat in him. Big topped. He like carry his hind quarter down a little further and change his skull a little bit to carry him up any further, but a very good sound steer. And rounding out the package, this limousine steer, he's going to look a lot better on the rail than you might imagine. Very long, there's a lot of meat in him as well, and he's going to have a really good dressing percentage.
First off, we'd like to say thank you to the Junior Beef Heifer Show Committee for asking Ryan and I to be honored with this privilege of examining these young youth enthusiasts and their cattle today. It is a true honor, and we are very humbled by it. So thank you very much. This junior division just kept getting better and better. Hats off to what a young and aspiring team that is out here. Right from top to bottom, all of these heats today have shown us what true quality is out there, and I think the intermediate and seniors have lots to be aware of. So congratulations to everyone thus far this morning, and especially to the 9 animals that are out here and exhibitors in our final drive of the junior division. When we looked at, started off the day, head carriage, halter placement, your unisync with your animal is really important to us, sportsmanship, and having fun. It's a long day, it's a long week here at the Royal, and if you're not having fun, it can make it even longer. So keep that in mind. A ribbon is a ribbon, but this is definitely something that you should all be proud of the hard work and dedication that you've done all season long to get here today. So congratulations. We'd like to go out and designate our champion, our reserve, and shake the hand of our honorable mention. But please keep in mind that today is our opinion, and any day it can change again. So job well done, and congratulations.
going to have a few minute break. 5-minute break. We won't start without it. Oh, perfect.
Congratulations to the champion junior showman, ring number 273, Kate Lepton from Bruce. And our reserve champion junior showman is ring number 110, Austin Bryn from Chatham, Kent. Honorable mention showman, ring number 238, Katie Cox from Renfrew. Over in the South Ring at the Queen's Guineas competition, placings for our previous class, the colored steer class, in first place was Leighton Chamberlain from Shedden, Ontario. In second place, Daniel Barfoot from Wallacestown, Ontario. In third place, Emily Dunk from Denfield, Ontario. In fourth place, Kate Thring from East Garifraxa, Ontario. And in fifth place, Miranda Bell Carter from Park Hill, Ontario. Returning for the showmanship competition is Daniel Barfoot and Emily Dunk. The Queen's Guineas competition is very happy to have with us today John Dollifer judging the show. As well, the sponsors, Artesian Farms Direct Limited, Len and Heather Dobbin, and the Beef Farmers of Ontario. Jeff Schaaf from Beef Farmers of Ontario is here to present all of the exhibitors in the Queen's Guineas competition a monetary prize. Thank you.